Well, hello there, friends, and welcome back to the studio. Today we're going to embark on a journey into the heart of some of the world's most famous paintings. You know, paintings, like old friends, have so much to tell us if we just take the time to listen. We're going to be looking for those happy little accidents, those hidden details that reveal the secrets the artists whispered onto the canvas. Some folks might call them hidden meanings, but I like to think of them as happy little surprises, just waiting for us to discover them. So grab your magnifying glass and your sense of wonder and let's dive right in, shall we? Now take Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night, for instance. It's a painting most everyone knows and loves. Those swirling blues and yellows, the moon shining so bright, it just makes you feel good all over, doesn't it? But did you know that Van Gogh wasn't just painting the night sky? Oh no, there's more to it than that. You see those cypress trees in the foreground, those dark, almost brooding shapes reaching up towards the sky? Well, those trees, my friends, are actually modeled after a very specific flower, the iris. And not just any iris, but a particular type of iris that symbolizes love and passion. Now, Van Gogh, he was a passionate man full of emotions, and he poured his heart and soul into every brushstroke. It's like he's telling us through those cypress trees about the love and longing he felt deep inside. It just goes to show that even in the darkest of times, there's always beauty to be found, always a glimmer of hope shining through, just like those stars twinkling in the night sky. Next, let's travel over to Norway with Edvard Munch's The Scream. Now, this painting, it can be a little unsettling at first, can't it? That figure with its hands on its face, mouth wide open as if letting out a blood-curdling scream. It makes you wonder what on earth could have inspired such a thing. Well, it turns out that Munch wasn't just painting some abstract feeling of anxiety. No, he was drawing inspiration from something much older, much more ancient. You see, Munch was fascinated by Viking mythology, and the figure in the scream is actually based on the Norse god Odin. Now, Odin, he was a powerful god, but he wasn't always a happy one. One of the stories about Odin tells of a time when he wandered the earth filled with despair as he witnessed the end of the world approaching. And as the world crumbled around him, Odin cried out, a scream that echoed through the ages. Munch, he must have felt that same sense of impending doom, that same overwhelming fear that made Odin scream. And through his art, he shares that feeling with us, reminding us that even gods experience the full spectrum of human emotion. Now let's hop over to England and pay a visit to Hans Holbein the Younger and his intriguing painting, The Ambassadors. At first glance, you might think, well, Bob, this is just a couple of fellas in fancy clothes, and you wouldn't be wrong. It is a portrait of two wealthy and important men. But like a lot of art, there's more to this painting than meets the eye. Take a closer look, my friends. Do you see it right there on the floor between those two well-dressed gentlemen? It looks a bit like a stretched-out blob, doesn't it? Well, that, my friends, is no blob. It's a skull. And not just any skull, but a skull painted in a technique called anamorphosis. You see, you can only see the skull clearly if you look at the painting from a specific angle. Holbein, he wasn't just being playful with his art, though I do like to think he had a bit of a mischievous streak. No, that skull is a reminder, a symbol of the fact that no matter how rich or powerful we may be, death comes for us all in the end. It's a little reminder to stay humble, wouldn't you say? And finally, no journey through the world of art would be complete without a stop to see the ever-so-famous Mona Lisa. Leonardo da Vinci, he sure knew how to paint a portrait, didn't he? That smile, it's captivated folks for centuries. But have you ever stopped to consider why she's smiling? Some say she's happy, others that she's hiding a secret. Well, I have a theory, and it goes a little something like this. During the Renaissance, there was this idea floating around called the microcosm and the macrocosm. It's a fancy way of saying that everything in the universe is connected, that the human body is like a miniature version of the cosmos. Now, I believe that Leonardo, he was trying to capture that idea in the Mona Lisa's smile. It's like he's telling us that she contains the entire universe within her, that her smile is a reflection of the beauty and mystery of life itself. It's enough to make a fella want to pick up a paintbrush and try to capture a bit of that cosmic wonder himself, isn't it? Well, friends, we've certainly covered some ground today, haven't we? From starry nights to screaming gods, hidden skulls to cosmic smiles, we've uncovered some of the happy little secrets that make these paintings so special. But remember, this is just the beginning. There are countless other paintings out there, just waiting for us to discover their hidden depths. So the next time you're at a museum or looking at an art book, take a closer look. You never know what happy little surprises you might find. And if you have a favorite painting with a secret meaning of its own, be sure to share it in the comments below. I'd love to hear all about it. And until next time, happy painting and God bless, my friends.